What up, hotheads? I'm Henry, and this is Blaze the Roof. This week, we're reviewing a sauce named Hellfire Detroit Cabernet Habanero Reaper. A little bit about the company. Hellfire Detroit, not to be confused with Hellfire, completely different company. Hellfire Detroit, also known as Smashing Empire, was established in 2015. It is out of Royal Oak, Michigan, which is a suburb of Detroit. Detroit's basically, Beirut in the 80s, but with more white people. Detroit was the first city to assign private phone numbers to its citizens. Also, it's the only city in the United States where you can look south to see Canada. Across the way is Windsor. Famous people from Detroit include one Bruce Campbell, also known as Ash from the Evil Dead franchise, and its director, Sam Raimi. They've been friends for a long time. Now let's look at the packaging. So, Hellfire Detroit, right, has a square font, all caps, that you see often. It's a pretty clean label. I like the silver background, coupled with the, it's a purple-ish, we'll go metallic purple accents, as well as black. Now on here, it looks like it's a 9 out of 10 fires, so this should be actually pretty hot. And as it says, the slogan is "Taste No Evil." The ingredients include Cabernet Sauvignon, fire-roasted red bell pepper, fire-roasted habanero, red wine vinegar, water, tomato paste, olives, onion, nonpareil capers, garlic, sea salt, Carolina Reaper pepper, olive oil, naturally occurring citric acid, may contain sulfites. Sulfites are usually in red wine. The ingredient I want to talk about is Cabernet Sauvignon, which happens to be my favorite red wine. It is the single most planted wine grape in the world. It is a half-sibling of Merlot. It pairs perfectly with steak because the tannins in the Cabernet Sauvignon makes for good scrapers of fat, and so you get more flavor in each mouthful with it. So, red wine in moderation is good for you. Before we get any further though, let's hear from this week's sponsor. What's better than buying high-quality food? Paying more for it as a status symbol. We here at Food for More have not only the best quality food, but also the highest prices. We're a grocer geared for a more pretentious clientele. We don't accept coupons. Hell, we'll even hike up prices if you even try to present one. We aim to nourish people who can afford it. If you can't afford it, just go to Whole Foods. Food for More, world's prices. Now for the moment of truth. So you could see the pulp in here. It's a very pulpy sauce. You can see even seeds in there. Kind of smells like wine, actually. I mean, not as strong, obviously, because there's other things mixed in here, but I guess a little bit of the red wine vinegar. It's got onions. I don't really smell onions. Now, it does have capers in it and tomato sauce. So this kind of reminds me of a puttanesca sauce. If you're not familiar, puttanesca uses capers. I think it actually uses vodka, but I think wine can be used. And it's called, puttanesca is Italian for horsestyle. It's actually a really good sauce. One you just don't see very often in restaurants. So you can see it's a reddish brown. Kind of what you would think, a burgundy color that you would see with a cab. This clocks in at 89,000. I expect this one to actually be pretty hot. The habanero sauce I have from these guys was actually pretty hot for being only like 66,000. This one's even hotter, so. Alright. Well, here we go. Cheers. That almost got a woo out of me. Almost. So there was a little tickle in my throat when I took it. So it is hot. But I think it's like a medium. It's like a middleweight heat. It does have a lingering burn. Again, you got pepper, and then you got habanero in here. There was something in the aftertaste that I couldn't quite get. It wasn't wine. Maybe it was a little bit of the capers and onions. It's interesting. Tasty sauce. Maybe not my favorite, but it's a good sauce. It's solid. So, what would I use this on? Honestly, because the tomato, caper, onion, I think it's a little bit of a no-brainer to use it on any type of pasta with tomato sauce. Of course, you could use it on chicken. I want to use this on like fried chicken. Or would I? I don't know. See, like none of the other flavors in there were that overpowering. It didn't really taste that strongly of tomato. I think the pepper fruit actually came out a little bit more. And again, because it has bell pepper in it, might have mellowed it out a bit. And that's why it's not as acidic, even though it's got the citric acid in it, right? I mean, of course, like, vegetable sides, whatever I would use this on. Yeah, maybe like hamburgers. Not like a hot dog, I think, but I had like a hamburger, especially you got like lettuce and tomato on it. Maybe not heavy enough for barbecue, but maybe, again, because of the slight wine taste, I would say probably steak or, some type of beef dishes would also be good with it. I would say it's probably a hold. If it was given to me, I would use it. I'm going to use this bottle. I just don't know if I would rush out and get it. I don't think it's like a must-have, but it's a good sauce, though. If you do get it, know that it's gonna come through in a pinch. It'll be a good sauce. So, okay. Next week, I'll be reviewing a sauce named Lamprick. Until then, I'm Henry, and remember, spice up your life. Take care.